So there's really only two things I know to be true. Spells are gonna get crazy and my arm is very stretchy. So we literally just poke this enemy in the face and then blast him with the spell that we get at the start, thanks to the set that we have. It's better just for the enemies to fall into a pit instead of me having to ever go near them. So it's good that our arm is very stretchy. And there's two more enemies falling in there. That one tried to shoot, but he didn't make it. And we just blast the rest of them, which I think this guy just shot his friend. Or something happened. Either way, they're both dead. New spell? Oh, and a familiar face. The Skull of Cthulhu. I kind of want to keep this wand as it is, being a damage thing. And when we get another wand, then maybe we can go ahead and use that Cthulhu thing. But we open up a chest. I was hoping for something better than health, but instead we get a bluff curse. So our damage is increased when we're full HP, and then anything less than that, and it's a damage reduction. So that sucks. More emphasis on not getting damaged. So we just stay over here, avoid the shots that happen there. Maybe force some other enemies into the pit with a bit of a shockwave here. And that works out beautifully. And what does this do? Ooh, permanently increase. I didn't read it. But we get our MP regen up permanently. And castor oil grants immunity to poison and slime in the current room, plus a little bit of poison from ourselves. That sounds like a good time. Now let's go to the shop. And we sadly don't have enough for the wand here, but we could get some spell effects that we want. And maybe we do go for a summon right away, because there's already the troll serum here. So we might as well take that. We could get some shields. That would help with us keeping our full HP. And then let's go ahead and into the process room so we can, oh wait, I was gonna do the thing where you merge the bullets right away, but we don't start with the bullets this time. And we don't have enough money to reroll anything. So this was a waste. Let's go ahead and get some more HP boosts just to keep ourselves a little more safe. Probably should have equipped the summon things, but we could do that in a little bit here. Was hoping to get a little bit better things before we mess with the wand, because this is still working pretty good right now with the extra damage of being full health, and we're able to keep ourselves very much out of danger. That guy can't even get close. He tries, but he can't. Such is the life, but our max HP increases. Okay, now let's get these things on here. Or we just boost this with a cooldown so we can spam this. That might be better going against the boss. Although summons would still be good. Or never mind, our wand doesn't have the MP for this. So the cooldown it is. But after we beat this boss, the Wandering Worm, we should have another wand available to us. Or that's the next boss, and I'm messing up the order here. But this guy also dashes very quickly, so we have to be extra careful to not take damage. And thankfully, there's all these columns in the room that are gonna be good for that. But now he vomits up bullets there. Thankfully, we are safe. And then he bounces off there. Ow! Oh gosh, bounce him into ourselves. Well, so much for the full damage. And ow! Okay, so we have to be careful where the shockwave happens, because this guy is very bouncy. But, he's very fast. But he's dead now. So we should drop some health. And I guess he does give a wand. I never remember these things. But here's the one that's gonna be good for summons. Consumption for summoning spells is reduced, and it comes with the pop summon from before. So now we have a use for the Cthulhu thing, so we can get these guys out here. They love being here, as creepy as they are. But let's just continue, and then we can... Oh, I thought we could get two of these out here. I guess that was because of the effect we had before, but we can summon one of you out, and then use our explosive remote controlled wand and help our guy survive by taking care of everybody else, and also blasting this guy by reaching around the wall. It's a little bit of cheating, but it's cheating in my favor, so I'm happy for it. I'm just sad that we don't have full HP, because we're still getting a slight damage reduction. So we should take care of these guys especially quickly. And thankfully the troll serum seems to be keeping this guy alive, because he's constantly getting health. But here's another spell. Ooh, the butterflies. I know these can be really good, but also the energy saving is gonna be good for this starter one, so we can cast this a lot more often. We are almost recovering our mana faster than we're spending it, so that's good news. It would be even better news if I had full health. Maybe one of these enemies can drop one, or we get the chest there, right after we deal with these slimes. And they sadly don't get knocked into the pit. That's disappointing, but they're starting on the other side of those spikes, so hopefully they walk across them. Or they just bounce over them. That's rude. But at least we can spam explosions all day. We could probably upgrade these explosions to be even bigger and more nuke-like. Oh, and that guy just fell into the pit. Missed the jump. But that gives us a relic, and I do appreciate the soul bone armor for the chance of generating a shield. Plus that'll help us maintain full HP as soon as we get full HP again. But that gives us a little bit of shield there from that chest. Was hoping it had a heart in there. But let's go ahead and get some coins, explode all these guys that are thankfully very squishy. But the big guys are slightly less squishy and they're spawning next to me. Not a fan of this. Just want to keep away any sort of approaching enemies like the Tim Burton snakes. But all the enemies clear out and is very well maintained. Plus there's a couple diamonds in there. But now we have a lot of coins that we can process some things. And he can just go ahead and liquidate that dummy over there. So let's go ahead and trade this hover spell because I don't really appreciate it. Spell effect radius would be good for this one. But we are out of spell slots. Plus, we also don't have a lot of spells to mess with anyway. I think we can trade out this pop here because we only really have this summon that we need to worry about. So there's 2 energy saving ones. Can we get a third somewhere? I know you can do crazy things with this butterfly, but I don't think our spell is there yet. Or our wands are there yet, that is. But if we trade these out, then we could summon a whole lot of butterflies that focus in on enemies for pretty much the same duration as the explosion, if not longer. Although that damage reduction really doesn't help anybody. But the trade-off for the butterflies is 1 point, and this is also 1 point. So the damage reduction isn't crazy, but maybe we don't need the energy saving, and then instead we do the effect radius, because that's good for the explosive sizes. Although we could definitely boost our summon wand. But really quick, if we try the butterflies here, they're getting extra damage thanks to our healthiness, and then we cast those a lot less. And I like the idea of explosions a lot more right now. We just place the wand right in between them, and then explosions all day. And then we go ahead to the shop. We should be able to afford a wand right now without changing around some things. And there's a sword here. Steadfast Will, extra scatter, and more final damage. Well, since we have an empty wand slot here, we could go for that one, or we could re-roll this. I think I want to try for a wand with more of those secondary spell slots. So this does have those. Charge 20 energy for every 45 damage above. Yeah, this was the weirdly worded one. It's confusing enough that I'm just gonna re-roll. So now we have a tuning fork that comes with resonance. Oh, and there's another Cthulhu here, so we could get 3 of these. But I do think I will take the tuning fork, which is also most of our money. So this would be a good one for the butterflies to be on. So when we're blowing things up all day, there's a chance that we send out butterflies. So the other Cthulhu will just have to wait, and then we'll get more HP boost. And then resume the explosions. And also the butterflies that are right next to them. But the butterflies also get stopped by the wall, so we'll just summon the explosions on the other side of this wall here. Oh, this is so cheeky. I love it. And we also have a lot of shields here. Is there a maximum number of these? And there's plenty of barrels in here. Hopefully there's a little bit more money, but instead there's just more health when we don't need it right now. But at least we can get more spells. And probably try to direct enemies into the pits. It seems like a good strategy for layer stages, and it's very easy to do with just one explosion there, and the spiders can be pushed around very easily, or they just get killed. Now these grubs don't get pushed, so we'll just have to explode them directly. And that's done. Ooh, one of them dropped a key. That's perfect. More spells here, more radius, and more cooldown? Oh, very nice. Now, if we put the radius here with the butterflies, then that really doesn't change anything. If we do the cooldown instead, then that might help with the resonance? I don't think it does. We'll just hold on to these for now. We have a lot of duplicates, and now it's time to fight the big boss. So hopefully our summon is very good for that. And hopefully our explosions can push around the disordered remains in a way that is friendly, but of course it doesn't. And we also lost our shields, so that's not good either. And if we take more damage, then we start to do less. And I'm not a fan of that either. But I think we just continue this casting routine here while maintaining distance from the boss. Yikes. And then he does that, ooh, and we stay alive. He's already halfway dead, so all the damages together are doing good. It's just a, ow, okay, now we're doing less. So that's not fun. Ow, ow, stop it. You're very rude. Just go away. And then I got stuck there. That was kind of dumb. But he's dead, so he's more dumb. But at least we get most of our health back. We really should get rid of this curse and see what wand is good here. There is another summon there. This one does have better regen and casting goodness, but this one also has more MP, and I'm not really worried about the reverse recoil, so we'll go for this one. Plus it has that tentacle on it anyway, so if we put this on the auto cast, and then we can stack a few more of these on this one, then we can cast bigger explosions more often, way more often, plus a whole bunch of tentacles that have infinite range, so I think this is our best setup. Hopefully there's health immediately in this next chapter. It would be nice to get further than chapter 3, because then we get a new initial setup like this one is. There's also a few others where you take out, oh, I forgot about these guys. They get blasted towards us. Or it's like a gravity thing. They're attracting us too. Well, I don't like that at all. Pull you into the pit. Pull him into the pit. Oh, come on. Pull him into the pit. Pull him into the pit. He doesn't go in the pit. There he goes. And now it's just this big old skeleton and... Oh, I thought it was that pit. It's this one. But thankfully, he gets melted very fast. And then the tentacles are distracting the other guys. We pull you into the pit. It's very easy to do with long-range casting like this. This is being Mr. Fantastic actually believed in magic. But now we get new relic. Gain shield points upon entering a door. This should protect our health. And then just move on with taking care of these guys that like to blast us with lasers. But we're gonna be safe. Although our summon Cthulhu there was almost very dead. And there he is dead, so we just gotta cast him again. So we can take all of that, all that aggro. Get out there, champ. And he's gone. But at least we can move up. We know where they are now. Get you out there like that. And then explode this guy. So that works. Oh, but now we get more enemies here. It's the eyeballs with even more lasers. How are there gonna be so many lasers here? I don't like you. We get a bit more coins, and maybe we could just chill here a bit so we can regain some more of his HP numbers and get big-headed again. But I also don't have that level of patience. Let's get more spells, which we don't regain a whole lot of spells, or not spells, shield points. But at least it's enough to hopefully keep us alive, and the explosions are very good at keeping the Tim Burton snakes away. And what's blowing up? Oh, the bombs. I forgot those were the things that hissed. I thought it was the Tim Burton snakes again, but we survived. But a bit more spells here. Serpents and more Hands of Cthulhu. So we have a few duplicates here. And then can we tack these onto the auto cast as well? That should be good. Just have like everything going at once while I can focus on explosions. And we do have a locked door here. So let's go through it and see what we have. I don't know if I just accidentally, oh, it's okay. So we have to watch the books. Okay, they're going kind of slow. It's still, ooh, okay, it's moving. And it's this first one. Yeah, I knew it! You almost have to stop looking directly at them and then just kind of like know which one it is and then like space out in this like general area so you can still follow it in almost your peripheral. That's how I do it. But now we can put the umbilical cord on our Cthulhu summon wand. And now he's like a little dog on a leash. Remember to walk your dog daily. Now, do we get more coins? I think we do, just so we can like do things in the shop and the reforge rooms. So the urn there is kind of annoying because we're doing less damage and he's sending bullets out everywhere. But our shield should help us for the most part from these things. We just also have ghosts to worry about too. Ow. And the shield did not help us there, but our shield points absorbed all the shots. So now the urn is done. Is there gonna be another one? I feel like there's gonna be another one summoned. Oh, never mind. More coins. Oh, good, the reforge. And there's a totem where we can get rid of the curse. Yes, but also, ow, that costs health points. But that doesn't matter because now we do full damage regardless, which is kind of sucky for the relics that we collected so far because they were collected with the curse in mind. But either way, we're gonna be okay. And he's siphoning all the health from the dummy, which is helping his health numbers very nicely. But let's see if we can get a third spell of one of these to boost. The serpent costs more MP, so let's reroll this. Yes! 3 energy savings. So let's get 3 of those together, which still has a bit of the damage reduction and duration reduction, but the MP cost is less too. So if we put that on the explosives, then we are staying practically full with this. So we could cast explosions for this whole time. So I think that's a keeper. And then maybe we trade out the butterflies as well, just so we can try to get another third. Ooh, hold on. If we put the MP regen on this one, then it's boosted, and this wand now has infinite regeneration, or basically infinite mana, because we're getting more back than we're spending. So we have infinite explosions here. So let's get some more spells that we maybe don't care about. Ooh, another room with a door lock on it. Also, this room is very tiny. I don't like this. I'm just glad that we can get rid of enemies super fast. Ow! But that one spawned right on me, so that was rude. So we can calmly collect money. Sadly, we can't unlock this, but we can move into the next room where we can keep the ghosts away permanently. This might be better just to focus it on ourselves, honestly, just for that AoE stay away and goodness. We're enforcing social distancing here. Everybody away from me. Ow, I said away from me. I said away from me. But there we go. Oh, great. Another poison one that we don't really need. But the relic is gonna be good. So we could upgrade the soul bone armor. Or, you know what? We're just gonna get beast fangs for more damage increase. And it's just a single tooth in the middle. But now we have the master of the mind here. And I kind of forgot what his whole shtick is, aside from that aura. Don't know what his aura means, but it seems kind of negative for me. But at least we have tentacles everywhere that can block damage for us. And our guy is siphoning health for himself. And our explosions are not running out at all. Even though he's keeping the bullets around him, he's already dead. We didn't even have to worry about anything there. And that's the way I prefer it. So ooh. Okay, the Grimoire and a plus Hand of Cthulhu. Wow. So if we get a third, then do we need 3 pluses to make it like a plus plus? Is that even a thing? But the Autonomous Grimoire, people were saying was really good, and they called me stupid for not taking it before, which, you know what? You're probably right. Okay, but the problem is this wand down here now has insufficient MP, because I didn't realize that the plus actually has more MP cost. Yeah, we just straight up can't do that. If we do the autocast, then that still doesn't work, which is interesting. But if we put the regular one on here, that still isn't enough. So we'll need a better MP wand here. So I think we'll just have to trade out the tuning fork once we get the chance. And maybe take out the Grimoire right now because, ow, I want that back. I want the tentacles back. And I want to separate these orbs. And there's still all the snakes there. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about having full health because that was definitely not happening here. And thankfully, they're done. And then we have to separate them even more, getting rid of all these cross eyes because it seems like that's what they are when they all merge together. By the powers combined, they are dead. And oh yes, a Ray of Disintegration. And another pop. So if we do the Ray of Disintegration instead of this, does it start way over here? It does. And there's a big ol' recoil that the other one was talking about. 56 coins. We should be able to get a good wand in here. Or we get flutes. And it comes with a Ray of Disintegration. Plus it charges for every enemy hit. The MP is actually, wow. Cast interval of 0.1 with a cooldown of 1. But I think this is still very much better than our tuning fork, and it's still musical, so we can still take it. Now we have things that we can put into secondary slots, which should all cast at the same time, right? So if we load this up with the Cthulhu hands, or wait, no, we should put the explosion on this. And then if we hit things with this, oh, that cooldown is gross. If we put these on here, then that makes up for it a little bit. Things do simultaneously cast, but I don't like the way that our explosion gets nerfed with that. So I think what we do instead is we make this our summoning wand. We can still have all the things that we were using for the Cthulhu, and then if he hits things, then that charges up the wand passively. Yes, it's working beautifully. It's still kind of slow just because the charging rate sucks and these things are super high mana cost, but that should still be good. What if we put the Grimoire on here? So the Grimoire charges up along with everything else and then casts, and then it can cast its own tentacles on its own time. But hold on, what if it has the Ray of Disintegration? It charges up a little faster because the total spell cost is cheaper, and then the next Grimoire does the Ray of Disintegration, which kicks it around super violently, but I like it. I don't know what I like better, the tentacles or the ray. Okay, I might like the rays better because we have 3 rays going right now, and that is glorious. I guess we could put the Cthulhu hands on here, and then it can still do that. And then we could put 3 of them on here, just for 3 summons like that. So we can still send out tentacles that have infinite range. So we come in here, summon 3 of those, and then swap back to the explosive one. And try to be aware of the lasers, more than we were just now. But hopefully our big Cthulhu ball has the health points to keep up with the lasers, which thankfully it does. And now we have the Grimoire with the laser. So Death Laser meet Death Laser. Although their Death Laser kinda wins, but not for very long though. And now there's a big armor piece here. It's not just a piece, it's the whole set. But we are able to keep him pinned in the corner, which is hilarious. Whoa. And he's dead. All those enemies going down gives us maximum shields here that do carry over to the next room. So, whoop, use them against the centipede there, good, and then focus the explosions on ourselves just to keep the ghosties away. And as long as the enemies stay pretty distant, we should be safe. I do also like the potential of this build because the boss that killed us last time had all those chains that got in the way, so this should be able to sever those chains. And this poor set of armor, we're just bullying it so aggressively. Oh, now this is good. The secondary slot charge efficiency goes up. And do we have a key? Oh, we don't have a key. So sad. And let's go ahead and stack up more coins. Now there's only 1 door there, but it's a closed off entryway, so I don't think that's the boss. I also don't like all these ghosts that teleport everywhere. Let's just stay right where we are and cast explosions everywhere because these ghosts get pushed around very easily. More Tim Burton snakes and more suits of armor. This is like the 3rd suit of armor in a row. Are suits of armor in these days? Oh, I wish. But let's go ahead and get the coins there. No key for that chest. And we get spells. Good. I was hoping for things that we could potentially just trade in at the Reforge. And also just shorten that guy excessively. But we can also reduce the skeleton population to 0 and have a giant millipede here. That all goes into the pit. That was glorious. Ooh, a mimicry cube. This has really good potential, but I feel like I never use it properly. Unless we put it on the thing here so it copies a grimoire. I like that idea. Now, we're really not using the grimoire correctly because it is a summon thing. So what if we just put the +1 on here, give that the troll serum? Although spell duration would be good here, so the tentacles last longer too. And I totally forgot to summon these a couple times before, but most of our summoning things is handled by the Cthulhu hand, which gets more of those, and then those are constantly healing thanks to the troll serum, and then those are sending out tentacles everywhere. But wait, that's a lot of grimoires. And now this one, spells can penetrate walls, I think would be good. Damage increase would be good. So let's go ahead and get more damage increase, as we are about to fight the big boss. My oh so dear favorite, the cage. Well, let's just get the tentacles out there right away and then just start blasting this thing like crazy. We can focus on it pretty easily thanks to it not being too far away from us. And we, oh gosh, okay, that was not where I wanted to be, but we can keep up just constant pressure here. Whoa, okay, and the grimoires are tanking the laser hits. Thank you for that. But now our big guy is dead, so bring one of you back. But the first stage of the cube is down, thankfully, and I think this first stage, or the second stage, is a lot easier. And yes, please rack up your health points. And the grimoire summons. Ow! Okay, this guy's hitting us a lot more often in the second stage than he used to, but our big guy is still alive, so we can continue summoning grimoires. That should hopefully stay alive. Whoop! Ah, missed that. Oh, ow! He doesn't do too much damage, but we're also not doing too much damage either. I don't like the implications of this for later stages. Also, all of our grimoires are dead. Bring back the spider. Okay, is this going left or right? It's going left, or right. The bottom was going left, the top was going right, so I'm correct either way. Don't worry about it. Now, we're still taking some damage, but ow, ow. Oh, dear. Okay, should be a little more careful about where we're standing and where his attack is gonna go, but he's almost dead. And then we, whoop. Okay, stay out there, put you right there. That should be safe, kind of. But he does 10 damage each hit. I don't like this. Bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. Yes! Okay, that was a little close, but the health things bring us back most of the way. Now, what wand do we want to trade out? Probably this Novice's Grimoire, because we're not using that to full efficiency. And then, okay, someone had an issue with me putting the summons on this one, but it's like the summons cost so much MP. You summon all of them, and then you unequip the wand so the MP comes back faster, so you can summon it faster. That was my thought process there. Just a casual intern crashing out the comments. But we'll take the asteroid because I like the thing that the orbit can do, because the idea that person had was the ray of disintegration with orbit, and then we just have a ball here that we can move around, which lasts for a long time. And then the black hole can do that too. We have a black hole as a yo-yo. That is amazing. But I think I like the ray of disintegration better. Not that we can really pair this with the explosion going at all times, unless we just keep unequipping it like that, but that's a lot of work. But I guess this is something that we'll figure out later, because it's time for the next chapter. The passage. And we can immediately go to a reforge room. And then because our third wand really isn't equipped for summons, we can go ahead and reforge these Cthulhu hands here for something good. Maybe a third ray of disintegration, or split. Hold on. Split on the ray of disintegration with orbit would give us, okay, first it's like that, and then when that's done, it creates 3 rings right there. Wow. With the power of magic, we can summon a cease and desist from Disney. But also just that initial buzzsaw damage isn't terrible. It's just that the 3 rings don't actually hit him anymore. So let's reforge a little bit more with this fuse. Oh, now we have 2 splits, which that should have boosted the explosions, right? Oh yeah, miniature explosions all day, every day, which does increase the casting cost. So this isn't quite so infinite anymore, but the fights also really don't last this long, except for the boss ones. But none of these things really use penetration, so let's change that out. A parasite. We could change out the grimoire, or not the grimoire, the cube for the parasites. So when these things die the next time it's relevant, then we get parasites. A lot of parasites. That's a lot of DPS just from the summons. It would be nice if we had another rune here of that resonance. So maybe we can roll for that. Trade this black hole, frost crystal, not really. Deceptive Mind, I don't like that. A wand spirit. Oh, that would be good. So the wand itself is orbiting. If we get close to things, then it goes and attacks things with the buzzsaws everywhere. Okay, so it summons the rays as soon as it can, which drains all the MP, but that is still so many buzzsaw lasers going at once. So it might work better to have the MP regen on this wand. So there's always 4 death laser buzzsaws going at once. I love it. I think we cracked it, which also lets us get rid of this mimicry cube. Goodness, so I can get something else. Lightning dash, maybe? Don't really want that. Another wand spirit. There is an outfit you unlock by getting 3 wand spirits. What if we put the wand spirit on this one? So there's just constant explosions everywhere too. Oh my goodness, I feel like surviving this is gonna be very difficult. But also, this is just glorious. But that also drains all the MP from the wand super fast because we don't have the MP regen here. So if instead of split, we put the MP regen on this one, it is casting way faster. So I guess this regen is only helping ever so slightly. Okay, maybe we not do that. What if we put the split on there twice? Oh my gosh, it splits again! Look at that! We have like a Celtic knot of death buzzsaws there. That is beautiful. In the most deadly sort of way, the best way. How many times can we reuse this forge, by the way? So we can trade in the accelerator, slime crystal. There's a resonance. We already have the wand spirit on there. Unless we took the wand spirit off for now, and then still put this on here because that was plan A. So as we're casting explosions, then there's the death ring, which summons even more death rings. Okay, I think plan A is still the way to go. So we just have 2 wand spirits that we're not using. Neat. And the DPS is, can we get to 300? 270? Yes, 300. I saw it. Just for a second. And honestly, I think I just need more spells to trade in because I don't really want to get rid of any single one of these. So let's just try out this madness in this room with more death bats happening. Oh, I forgot about the Pac-Man rules. So the recoil is going to be dangerous there. Also, there's a pit of maggots. I think we unlocked that last time, where it absorbs spells that are next to it. Hopefully it doesn't get rid of the ones that we are trying to get in this room. I also forgot that I'm supposed to be doing constant explosions here. The Ring of Death is kind of throwing me off a little bit, but at least this is an even greater way of, first of all, not seeing what's happening on the screen, but also keeping the enemies away from us and making sure they go down very quickly. Speaking of going down quickly, our Cthulhu friend died, but there, we're alive. Okay, now let's just let things calm down a little bit. See what this potion is over here. Temporary shield equivalent to last HP. This has more relevance than the poison one, but we'll get the things here. Oh, and then of course we get poison. Well, at least that's another thing to trade in, and another spell duration. We still don't have keys, tragically, although we can put the poison on the ray of disintegration, which makes it a poisonous ray of disintegration. We can disintegrate you from the outside or the inside, take your pick. Also, the spell duration on the ray might be good too. It already lasts super long, but this makes it last even longer, so it's a good thing we had those extra slots on there. And now we have skeletal snakes to deal with. And deal with them we do. That is super fast. Get out of here, death donuts. My death donuts are better and more delicious. And that just clears out the room so fast. I didn't even see that shot there though. So this is a little dangerous. We might be able to use that potion right now. Probably should have saved it for a boss fight though. Although ideally we are not missing health when we get to the boss fight. So do we want a shop or do we want another relic? I think we can explore the shop for maybe a 3rd spell that's gonna be good for us. And by a 3rd I mean like a, you know, triple. But there is more damage here. This is a good one to get just in general. So we can grab that. Do I want to buy a key? A little bit. But let's re-roll a few times. There's a Cthulhu Grimoire, Plague Bearer. Charges per second? Wow, this is like a automation wand for the centuries. But it's also crazy expensive, and the summons are going crazy. Plus we're out of re-rolls. I think we just go ahead and get some of the keys here, and then some health, just so we can unlock one of those doors if we ever find them again. And then we get a new relic anyway. Oh gosh, and these things have like death lasers on them too. So let's just keep them far away and also very dead. There's also a potion there. What do you do? Let me get over to you. Recoil, work with me. Ooh, okay, so this is one of the up or down ones. Where is the enemy? There you are. So easy to lose track of them now. Okay, but let's see what the relic is before we activate this potion. Casket of Souls. Chance to summon a tracking soul upon killing an enemy, dealing 108 damage. Oh, I like that. And it's on our back. Oh, it's amazing. It's like Demon Slayer. Though it has been a while since we got max HP, and because the enemies hit very hard, I think we need more of that. And whoop, okay, lost track of where I was. My pet was right on top of me. Oh, but now we have, oh, that was the bat's attack. I had never actually seen that before. But there we see the tracking souls there, doing all the damage that they do, which is nice. And these skeletons try to chain it together, but the skeletons are also very dead. Whoop, okay, that recoil knocked me into that skeleton. That's rude. Okay, there's another cursed chest here. What is this curse? When completing the levels with damage taken, max MP is reduced by 5, but if we don't take damage, then HP is increased. That is a terrible trade-off, because we're pretty much always taking damage, and our soul here is just condemned to spin in a circle. Do I want to use the potion now? The HP reduction is only -5, so I think we can chance it right now, and sure enough, that's what we got. So let's go to HP boost again. Face off with more death donuts that are, I guess, boomerangs. I didn't realize that part of it. Mostly because I don't want these things to stay alive. But whoa, don't be up there. Okay, eyeballs. Eyeballs are not bad. I haven't played too much Terraria, but I know enough to get rid of the eyeballs. And then, oh, there's those things that launch, bullets like crazy. Get rid of you, all of you. And then the summons feel like they're being a bit slow right now, but they're also doing their work. So we solve it all, and then the giant death donut there goes away. We can focus on the enemies there on the edge of the screen while our summons take care of the main guy. And then, where'd that guy go? Oh, he was the last one alive. Maybe our summons weren't doing super well, but also look at all these rings here. Now, I am the Lord of the Rings, and we get 23 HP back. So that's a 18 net bonus on HP. I like it. And now we can enjoy the damage boost that we're getting here, knocking the Spire Skellies, the Snake Skellies out of the way. I'm also glad that the eyes don't shoot actual lasers. It's just like sniper shots. So we can clear them up very quickly while being aware of where they're coming from next. And now there's a lot of them in a cluster of eyeballs, which is gross. But I'm also walking a Cthulhu dog with an umbilical cord. So who's really the gross one here? Look at all of those damage numbers. We can't even see the enemy. Oh, and that's the boss. Is that the first boss? I think the first boss is where we end up dying. And we have a third cooldown and an accelerator. So if we manage to find another reforge room, then we can go ahead and merge those together for hopefully something better. But we can also slap a third cooldown on here. So that's even faster explosions, which also gives the residents more chance to activate. Oh, that's dangerous in all the best possible ways. But let's go ahead and try this elite. Oh, it's someone new, a void imp. Hello. You do not take a lot of damage, do you? Also, oh, you're on the edge of the map there. Well, that's cheating. I'm supposed to use that for Pac-Man rules. Oh, he comes from there. He does come from the edges of the world. So we're starting to see it a little better, and there's just constant damage circles everywhere, so this is kind of helping. And we can also just move to the opposite end to evade him. So I think this isn't so bad. It's a very unique enemy, which I like, but I also like that he is ultimately going to be dead. We got him. It didn't seem like he was taking a lot of damage in the beginning, but it sure added up. And now we have plus spells here. Oh, do I have to change out my thing to incorporate the plus spells? I don't really want to. Although the slime crystal would work for this ray of disintegration because it's just everywhere and then it makes things move slower. Woo, which also changes the color of it. Wow. It's like lightsaber chakrams, which I have no idea how that would work. Unless it's like Tron, about to spark a whole other lightsaber debate in the comments. But let's just go ahead and move on because our stuff is amazing. Also, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's my explosions? There's the explosions. They just weren't happening for some reason. But thankfully, we had enough time to worry about it. Also, that heart is pulsating there. I don't know if that's doing anything. Oh, it's healing the enemies. So we gotta get rid of that heart and kill him dead. We have yellows and greens just everywhere. And our summon is taking care of the heart for himself. Ooh, it's a good thing that he's the one doing that because it looks like the floor is doing damage over time. And the heart is dead now, so good job, Cthulhu thing. Oh, there's another one though, along with that guy. He's not so bad, I don't think anyway. Although, I feel like our Cthulhu dog is about to go down. Or maybe this guy's about to go down. But let's just move over here out of the way so we're not next to him. And then he is down. And the heart is down too. Oh, great, but there's another one. I have not been this far before, so this is very interesting. Also, good luck finding my character. I can barely see him. Peak gameplay when you have no idea what's going on. And you clear the room before you realize too. But this is a good amount of coins here, and we do have 2 keys for both of these chests. Ooh, lots of crystals there. And then hopefully this one has good things. New spells, Precise Shot and the rainbow one. So let's work towards this relic here with all of these eyeballs. Let the madness begin. Ooh, there's a potion there. Hopefully it's one of the permanent increase ones. Pick it up, randomly get, oh great, it's this one. We randomly get a number of curses and we gain some relics. We messed with this one before and I'm not a fan of it, but I am a fan of how quick the snakes go down. Goodness, even the bigger ones like this. They lose all their segments, and we get our relic back. That was surprisingly fast, especially compared to the last room. Okay, new relic time. Let's see, we could upgrade our shoulder guards, get pauldrons, or we upgrade one of the ones we already have. I think we upgrade one of the ones we already have. So we grab that, and it does the infusion hand. Even better. Okay, lots of coins. Let's go into a shop so we can at least get some health points back, if it's actually here. There's a third wand spirit. Let's grab this quick. And then we just take off something from each of these so we can get the wand spirit on there. And now we have 3 activated wands, so we get the soul set. Now, having 3 automated wands does seem like a very dangerous idea. Okay, but let's not mess with greatness and just put things back the way they were. Okay, there's still a troll serum here, but there's also a bigger AoE here. The problem with this is a plus of this gonna be better than just 2 of these or 3 of these together? Although if we do combine these, that opens up room for other things, so I guess it is good to do anyway. And sadly, we don't have enough to get the troll serum here as well, but there is a door that opened up here. Where do you go? Ooh, a potion shop. Unlocks all chests and side doors, that'd be cool. Permanently alters body size, up or down, game. I feel like if we shrunk even more, then we would just completely lose track of our character wherever he is. So we can still go to the Reforge, which is good because we have things to combine. Okay, so from 60 to 30. Okay, so all of these off, it's at 0.8. And then 2 of these, is that 30%? I don't think that's 30%. I know the math doesn't go together like that, but like I said, it does open up room for other things. Let's merge them anyway, and then this together, so those can go back on here. And I think our radius did get a little bit reduced, and so did our speed. But like I said, we can get other things on here, like more crit rate. And sadly, we don't have the coins to reforge anything. But there's another door in here. What do you do? A fusion bend combines 4 ram spells into an advanced spell. See, I wish that applied to things not on the wand, but I know it does. But it's also just reforge the, or not reforge, combine the wand spirit, because that sounds like a fun idea just to have it and look at it. So let's just move on before we get blasted off the map again. And then maybe use the right one this time. Oh, great, it's not doing the explosion thing again. Please. There we go. At least it's just this thing with a massive amount of small enemies that can all get blasted by everything. If there's anything that doesn't survive the ray of disintegration, it's those. But also, everything has a short expectancy here, including me if I'm not careful. Also, the skeleton snake is just spending all of its time up there. Where are you going? We need more of your friends to show up so we can eviscerate them too. More spells. Okay, there's another thing there. Another flight speed, but still nothing helpful. More coins or another relic? I think we do need more coins just to do more reforging. Oh great, it's a heart again. Well, we'll just let our Cthulhu pet take care of that. Which, is it delivering poison? It is, because we can actually hit it from here. That's crazy. Now, is there gonna be another heart somewhere? I have no idea. I'm getting hit by things I can't even see. Oh, that's bad. That's right on me. Get out of here. Woo! I also forgot about the Pac-Man rules for a second, which is also happening purely because of recoil. So it's a good thing we're not next to any death pits. We just have more enemies that like to split, and I'll split over here, and they all go away. Ooh, another HP increase. I think we need this. A little bit more than regenerating that, because that does half. So let's go in here. Oh, it's one of you right away. Amazing. Don't really want it, because those bones make a mess. At least we can quickly move over to this side, and that makes an even bigger mess. Time to give you the ray of disintegration treatment directly, including where you're landing. That's very nice of you. Whoa, you're different. You're like the other thing, but more gross looking. And if we just stand in the middle of the chaos and maybe, oh, okay, nope, no, bad idea. As an enemy spawned there. Now I kind of wish I took that healing room, but maybe there's gonna be another one coming up. Also, our Cthulhu died again. Why does it do that? At the very least, it has a lot of enemies that it can get rid of. And whoop, that was close. Did we make it? We made it. Look at how small our guy got. But more max HP there. Ooh, a shop. I kind of want that right now, just so we can buy health. Especially because the next thing is the boss. So let's buy this, and then re-roll to get, ooh, a big heart. Nice. A little bit more spell duration. Don't really think that's gonna be helpful. We could probably get something to boost this one more than our current stuff can. So the re-roll is free at least. Oh goodness, a recoil in the shop. Another arcane explosion, plus a volley. A volley would actually be good for this, I think, because we also have other attack spells that we can use. Is the meteor gonna be dangerous? I hope not. It is slowing down the rate of explosions, which I'm not a fan of, but the DPS is getting above 800, and probably more, but I can't see that dummy anymore. At least the meteors are staying far away from me, and then we put this on here to actually do what I want, and that chews up the MP of the wand even more. Wow. So let's try the big boss this time, which just has a very tiny room, not even a long hallway. The indescribable. Well, that is definitely one way to describe it, which is kind of makes it ironic, but it's also launching worms everywhere. Thankfully, the worms are treated like summons, and they just get melted by everything. But also, we're not able to do the explosion things as much as I would like. So let's take off the meteors. Don't change a good thing. And just resume all of the arcane explosions that we get. Whoa, okay, mind control things. Warping the controls here, but we definitely want to keep distance from it, I feel like. Oh, great, now it's doing that. Please have range? Oh, good, it has range. But, whoa, okay, some of them have more range than others, and now you're over here. Please just enter the laser death field, as I will evade you entirely. No, whoa, oh, I'm being held in place here. Oh dear, this is so much weirdness happening, plus my Cthulhu's dead. And his attacks are getting stronger the longer this goes on. Plus he's got another keep in place thing. Go away, go away. All of you, go away. Summons, come back. Oh dear, giant, oh, he just loaded me up with curses. What? I can't even see what's happening. I don't think this is ending well. Wow, okay. First time fighting that guy, but we almost beat him too. That was a crazy level of spells and damage. Plus, we did unlock some new sets. A soul set here. Comes with a relic of permanent flight. Very nice. And wands automatically equip Wand Spear Plus? Ooh, we're definitely gonna have to give this a try, and we have 2 of them. But we also have a lot of meta crystals here, so we can boost some more max HP and more regen, and then more max HP. And then the crystal things over here. Okay, that was it, that carrion pit. We'll have to see what that is, and that was the metal chest that I was talking about. Find a safe in the Eternal Fortress that may contain valuable items, but we couldn't crack that open. And then how about we get more shop refill, just so we can refresh more often. I like that idea. And then I really just want to see these soul wands in action. So have at it. Oh, that's a lot of butterflies on its own. So we'll definitely have to mess with this some more in a future video. If you guys want to see that, I hope you have been enjoying these videos, even if my loadouts have not been entirely optimized. Either way, thank you guys very much for watching. Sub to Intern. And I would like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, Deviant X, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, Lily Bites, The Miner Within, DeGarity, Sands, V, Killer Squad, Mousy Mouse Nicholas, Igor Shradi, Mikano Chan, and Liam.